Start a new chapter today, that is acids, bases and salts. In this picture you can see three different substances. The first substance is an acid, HCl or hydrochloric acid. You can see here that HCl is broken into two ions. First is positive hydrogen ion, and the second is negative chlorine ion. Sodium hydroxide, a base, is also broken into two ions, positive sodium ion and negative hydroxyl ion. Salt, sodium chloride, is also broken into two ions, positive sodium ion and negative chlorine ion. Why does this happen? We will know as the chapter progresses. Presence of acids and bases. Some foods taste sour due to acids present in them. Example, lemon, citrus fruits. You must have eaten citrus fruit like amla, lemon, musambi, oranges, which taste sour. Some of you must have also put vinegar in your food items like chow mein or etc. Some of you must have even put lemon juice in your drinks and in salads to make it sour or to make it tangy. Why do they taste sour? Because they contain acids in them. Some foods taste bitter due to bases present in them. Example, cucumber, spinach. Cucumber normally doesn't taste bitter, but sometimes it does. Why? Because the alkaline or the basic properties of cucumber have increased, and hence the bitter, and we can feel the bitterness when we are eating it. Most of the times bases are found in detergent, soaps, dishwashing liquids, etc. Even our shampoos also contain bases. And if you have sometimes tasted your soap or something, then you might have noticed that it tastes bitter also. If someone is suffering from acidity, baking soda or antacid is suggested as a remedy. If somebody in your home has been suffering from acidity, you tell them to take Eno. What is Eno? It is baking soda with it is a baking soda in water solution. Or you are told to take antacids. What is antacid? It is just a mixture containing any base like magnesium hydroxide or aluminium hydroxide. The base present in antacid or baking soda neutralizes the effect of acids in the stomach. For example, let's see what happens when we take an antacid. Antacid contains magnesium hydroxide. This magnesium hydroxide reacts with the acid present in our stomach. Which acid is present in our stomach? Hydrochloric acid. When base and acid react, what type of reaction takes place? Neutralization reaction. And what are the products of this neutralization reaction? Salt and water. So, when magnesium hydroxide and concentrated HCl react, what do we get? Salt, magnesium chloride and water. This nullifies the effect of acid and relieves the acidity. Some sources of acids and bases. Some sources of acids are vinegar, acetic acid, lemon, citric acid, tomato, oxalic acid, grapes, tartaric acid, milk, lactic acid, ant contains formic acid, and apple contains malic acid. Some sources of base are antacid, bleach, toothpaste, baking powder, and dishwashing agent, or your body wash, or your washing powder or washing liquids. Testing sour and bitter things without tasting them. There are many chemicals which might be harmful for us if we ingest them. So we cannot go on tasting every compound to see whether it tastes sour or whether it tastes bitter. So what is the next best thing we can do? We will use indicator. What is an indicator? Indicators are substances that change color due to changes in pH. They are called acid base indicators. इंडिकेटर्स का काम क्या होता है? जब भी हम इंडिकेटर को किसी भी एसिड सॉल्यूशन में डालते हैं तो वो अपना कलर चेंज करता है, या फिर जब हम किसी बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में उसे डालते हैं तो वो अपना कलर चेंज करता है. ये इंडिकेटर्स अपना कलर चेंज करके इंडिकेट करते हैं कि ये सॉल्यूशन एसिडिक है या फिर बेसिक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल टर्मरिक एक नेचुरल इंडिकेटर है. जब हम टर्मरिक को किसी भी स्ट्रॉन्ग बेसिक सॉल्यूशन के साथ मिक्स करते हैं तो उसका कलर चेंज होकर रेडिश ब्राउन हो जाता है कि नहीं? और जब हम किसी एसिडिक सॉल्यूशन में उसे डालते हैं तो उसका कलर चेंज नहीं होता है. जब कलर चेंज होता है, जब टर्मरिक का कलर चेंज होता है तो हमें ये पता चल जाता है कि वो एसिडिक सॉल्यूशन है या बेसिक सॉल्यूशन है. नाउ कमिंग टू pH. व्हाट इज pH? pH is a scale used to specify how acidic or basic a water-based solution is. Acidic solution has a lower pH. Basic solution has a higher pH. Pure water is neutral, neither acidic nor basic, and has a pH of 7. You can see here that battery में कौन सा एसिड होता है? H2SO4. H2SO4 is a strong acid and hence इसका pH कितना है? 1. Tomato is a weak acid, that is why its pH is 4. Water is neutral, hence its pH is 7. Bleach एक strong base है, इसीलिए इसका pH कितना है? 11. Drain cleaner ब्लीच से भी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है, इसीलिए इसका pH है 14. ओके. pH लेवल जितना नीचे होगा, जितना लो होगा, मतलब वो सॉल्यूशन उतना ही एसिडिक है, और pH लेवल जितना हाई होगा वो सॉल्यूशन उतना ही बेसिक है. If the pH of the solution is between 0 to 7, then it is a acidic solution, and if the pH of the solution is between 7 to 14, then it is a basic solution. Types of indicators. कितने टाइप ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स होते हैं? 2 टाइप के इंडिकेटर्स होते हैं. फर्स्ट इज द नेचुरल इंडिकेटर्स. ये इंडिकेटर्स वो होते हैं जो हमें नेचुरली मिलते हैं, हमें इन्हें बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, ये हमें नेचर से ही मिलते हैं. दीज आर फाउंड नेचुरली. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लिटमस पेपर. लिटमस पेपर दो टाइप के होते हैं, रेड लिटमस पेपर एंड ब्लू लिटमस पेपर. एसिड टर्न्स ब्लू लिटमस पेपर टू रेड and bases turn red litmus paper to blue. Neutral litmus solution is a purple dye which turns red in acid and violet in base, as you can see here. This is litmus solution. इसका कलर क्या है? पर्पल. जब लिटमस सॉल्यूशन में हम एसिड डालते हैं या फिर हम लोग एसिड में कुछ ड्रॉप लिटमस सॉल्यूशन के डालते हैं तो एसिड का कलर किस में चेंज हो जाता है? रेड में. और जब हम लिटमस सॉल्यूशन का कुछ ड्रॉप्स बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में डालते हैं, एल्कली इज अनदर टर्म फॉर बेस, तब बेसिक सॉल्यूशन का कलर चेंज हो जाता है इनटू वायलेट. लिटमस सॉल्यूशन कहाँ से आता है? लिटमस सॉल्यूशन इज एक्सट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम लाइकन, अ प्लांट बिलोंगिंग टू डिविजन थैलोफाइटा, जिसके बारे में तुम लोग ने you must have studied in class 9. So here is a question which you have to answer. Name 2 plants belonging to division Thallophyta. Which You have to answer in the comment section. Look here. There are two litmus paper. First is the red litmus paper and second is the blue litmus paper. We put both of these litmus paper in the base, and what do we see? The red litmus paper turns blue in base, but the blue litmus paper remains unchanged. Why does it happen? Because only red litmus paper is an indicator for base. Okay, blue litmus paper is not an indicator of base. That is why it does not change its color. In acid, red litmus paper and blue litmus paper are kept. What do we see? Red litmus paper remains unchanged, but blue litmus paper changes its color into red. So what do we conclude? That blue litmus paper is the indicator for acid, whereas red litmus paper does not indicate the presence of acid. In this neutral solution, there is no acid, no base. So will the litmus paper give any test? Will the litmus paper change its color? No. So red litmus paper remains red in neutral solution and blue litmus paper remains blue in the neutral solution. Next natural indicator is turmeric. Turmeric turns reddish brown in presence of base, no change in acidic solution. Like, look here. This is turmeric and water solution. This is lemon juice and acidic solution, and this is bleach plus water, a basic solution. We put some turmeric water in both of these solution. First we put some turmeric solution in the acidic solution. What do we see? There is no change in color. But when we put the turmeric solution in the basic solution, what happens? The color of turmeric changes from yellow to reddish brown. So this indicates the presence of base. Some other natural indicators are red cabbage leaves, beetroot, colored petals of flowers like hydrangea, petunia and geranium. Let's see. In red cabbage, in test for red cabbage, water is a neutral solution, so it does not give any, so there is no change of color. But vinegar is an acid and it changes its color, so changes the color from purple to pink. Baking soda is a base and it changes its color from purple to blue. This indicates the presence of acid and base. Hydrangea. Hydrangea flowers are a naturally occurring pH indicator, turning pink in alkaline soil and blue in acidic soil. So these hydrangea flowers are blue, means they are growing in acidic soil. These hydrangea flowers are pink, means they are growing in a basic soil. You can see the petunia flowers here. Petunia flowers are of many different colors. In acidic solution, petunia flowers are of the color reddish purple, but in basic solution their color changes to purple or violet. Geranium petals. Geranium contain the anthocyanin pelargonium, which changes from orange-red in an acidic solution to blue in a basic solution. Anthocyanin is a pigment found in flowers. Okay, geranium contains a specific anthocyanin pelargonium, due to which their color changes in acidic and basic solution. In acidic solution, what color do they have? In acidic solution, geranium petals are colored orange, red, and in basic solution, their color is blue. Now coming to synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators are man-made indicators. First is methyl orange. Methyl orange gives red color in acids and yellow color in bases. Here you can see in when we put some drops of methyl orange in acid, its color changes into red, and when we put some drops of methyl orange in base, its color changes into yellow. Next is phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a very what can I say? Phenolphthalein is a very magical sort of indicator. This indicator has been used in many magic tricks. Okay, if you have heard about the invisible ink trick, this trick uses phenolphthalein. Why or how? Let's see. Phenolphthalein, colorless in acidic solution, pink in basic solution. Also, it is colorless in neutral solutions too. Phenolphthalein is also used in titration reactions. How? When phenolphthalein drops are put in acidic solution, they do not change their color. The acidic solution remains colorless. But when phenolphthalein is put in a basic solution, the color of the solution changes to pink. All of these are visual indicators which tell us whether a substance is acidic or basic by change in color. All of these indicators change their color when they are put in acidic or a basic solution. That is why they are called visual indicators. हम color change हम कैसे बता सकते हैं कि एसिड कि ये कोई solution acid है या base है? क्योंकि इंडिकेटर कलर चेंज करता है और ये कलर चेंज को देख के ही हम समझ सकते हैं कि ये क्या इंडिकेट कर रहा है. ये एसिड को इंडिकेट कर रहा है या फिर ये बेस को इंडिकेट कर रहा है. लेट्स सी सम सैम्पल सोल्यूशन एंड व्हाट changes happens when these sample solution are put in different indicators. Hydrochloric acid, red litmus paper unchanged. Why? Because red litmus paper only indicates base, but in blue litmus paper it turns to red. Why? Because blue litmus paper indicates an acid. Phenolphthalein solution colorless. Methyl orange solution turns pinkish red to color. Same thing happens with all the acids like H2SO4, nitric acid HNO3, acetic acid CH3COOH. Okay. Now coming to bases. Sodium hydroxide turns red litmus paper to blue. Why? Because red litmus paper indicates base. Blue litmus paper remains unchanged. Phenolphthalein turns from red to pink. Methyl orange solution remains yellow. So potassium hydroxide, same thing, turns red litmus paper to blue. Blue litmus paper remains unchanged. Phenolphthalein solution gives red or pink color. Methyl orange solution remains yellow. Same thing happens with all the bases, that is magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide. Olfactory indicators. Olfactory means related to smell or odor. Okay. A substance whose smell or odor varies depending on whether it is mixed with acidic or basic solutions. So these indicators give an indication of the presence of acid or base by their smell. Okay. How do they do that? Let's see. Examples are onion, vanilla essence, clove oil. How does onion indicate whether an acid or a base is present? Let's see. Onion loses its smell in basic solution but retains its smell in acidic solution. Sometimes when cutting onion, you must have you when you are cutting onion, you sometimes after cutting the onions you go wash your hand with soap, and you notice that the smell of onion has gone. But if you don't wash your hands, you will notice that the smell of onions remains there. Why is it so? Because soap contains base which makes the smell of onion go, or which removes the smell of onion. But if you don't wash your hands, or if you wash your hands, or you or you rub your hands with some lemon juice or something, the smell will not go. Why? Because lemon juice is an acid and it retains the smell of onions. Same thing happens with vanilla essence. It loses its smell in basic solution, retains its smell in acidic solution. So if you put vanilla essence in soap, will the vanilla essence will be there, or there will be no smell of vanilla? Of course, the smell of vanilla will completely vanish because soap is a basic solution. But if you but you put vanilla essence in cakes and all that preparations, why does the smell of vanilla essence does not go? Because cake might have some acids. There must be some acidic property in the cake mixture. That is why the smell of vanilla is not removed or does not disappear. Okay. Clove or clove oil. Clove is long. Okay. Clove loses its smell in basic solution but retains its smell in acidic solution. These are some tasks you have to do for today's class. First, you have been provided with 3 test tubes. One of them contains distilled water and the other 2 contain an acidic solution and a basic solution respectively. If you are given only red litmus paper, how will you identify the contents of each test tube? 3 test tubes are given. One contains distilled water which is neutral, and the other 2 contains an acidic solution and a basic solution. So red litmus paper indicates acid or base. So using that property you can determine you can identify the content of each test tube. Yes or no? Question 2, fill the table. A list of indicators are given and you have to tell what reaction they will give in the acid solution, in the basic solution and a neutral solution. Okay.